dispairrepair.com.
Hi everyone, welcome to dispairrepair.com. My name is Sibin, and in this video I am going to show you how to change the oil on your lawnmower. So once the winter season is over, there are a few things you can do on your lawnmower which will ensure that the lawnmower works well during the whole season. So the first thing you should do is change the oil on the lawnmower. Okay. The second thing you can do is change the spark plug. That's an optional. You don't have to. If you change the spark plug last year, you don't have to. And you can check the air filter. Here's some recommendation whenever you want to do anything around the lawnmower. Whatever you do, safety is first. Okay, so whenever you want to do anything around the lawnmower, be it change the air filter or change the oil or sharpen the knife on the lawnmower, take the spark plug cap off like this, okay, and keep it off during the whole procedure you're going to do. This is a safety precaution because it's not probable that the lawnmower will start since you have to pull the cord to start the lawnmower. But just in case, take the spark plug off. Better safe than sorry. First, we're going to talk about the air filter. As you can see, it has a housing of its own. It will be located above the carburetor and the reservoir. It's on almost all lawnmowers, it's the same principle. Perhaps on other models, it won't be located on this side. It may be located on another side, but I hope you get the principle. So you'll find a screw on top of the housing and unscrew it. Okay, take the screw out and take off the housing. As you can see, here is the carburetor and here is the air filter, which is pretty clogged from the last season. This comes apart like this. Take out the air filter and clean this all off. We've cleaned the air filter, put it back in the casing, put the lid back on, and put the air filter back in its place. Make sure that it sits on the carburetor as it should. Put the screw back in and screw it back on and tighten. Don't over tighten. If the air filter is too much damaged, if you can't clean it properly, try to find a new one and replace it. The second thing you can do is check or replace the spark plug. You do it like this. First, take off the cap of the spark plug. Take a wrench and the proper key and push to the left. Okay, release the spark plug and take it out and make a check. If the spark plug is a bit oily, that won't be a problem. The main thing is that the spark plug isn't cracked, the ceramic inside isn't cracked, and that the electrode is okay. Clean up a bit before returning, or if you want, you can replace it with a new one. Once you've cleaned the spark plug, put it back, screw it back inside, screw it with your hands until it comes to the end. Take the wrench and tighten just a bit. Okay, don't over tighten, about 1/5, no more of a turn. Okay, put the cap back on and you have cleaned or replaced the spark plug. The third and last thing you can do is to change the oil on the lawnmower. It is a good thing to change the oil at the beginning of every season. Okay, from my own experience, the oil can last 2 seasons, but it's better for the duration of the engine to change the oil every season. It's not much of an expense, but it does a lot of help. This is a Briggs & Stratton 500 series lawnmower. It's a 158cc engine. It has a very peculiar solution of letting the oil out of the engine. My previous lawnmower had a screw at the bottom of the engine, and the oil could go outside through the hole on the bottom of the engine. Okay, on this type of lawnmower, the oil goes inside through the oil cap and goes outside from the oil cap. Okay, so it goes and comes out through this hole. So this is it. This is the measuring stick. The oil goes in here and comes out of here. So since I've explained that the oil comes out of the lawnmower through the oil cap down there, we had to turn around the lawnmower so the oil can come out. In a lawnmower that has a regular construction, you'll find a screw on the lower part of the engine, somewhere around here. Okay, so under the knife there will be a screw where you can let out the oil. You turn the lawnmower on the other side, unscrew the screw, and let the oil out. But in this case, we have to do it this way. So we turn it around, and now we're going to let out the oil. But before all of this, just some recommendation. Find a container which will hold the old oil. Okay, I found this old plastic bucket, and put some protection under the lawnmower so you won't make a mess around. So here we go. We open the oil cap and let the oil drop out. So now the oil is coming out. Make sure that all of the oil is out of the engine, or as much as possible. Leave the engine for about 10 or 15 minutes for all of the oil to come out. Just as a curiosity, this is the old oil, this is the new oil. You can see the difference between the color of the oil. This is pretty burnt out. It worked one season, okay, and this is the new oil. It's very important to find the proper oil. You can make a big mistake. It's the most important thing is that the oil is for a 4-stroke engine. All manufacturers make specific oil for lawnmowers. If you have a lawnmower like this one, where you have to put the oil through the oil cap, there's a simple system. Find another plastic container as the same as this one, and put the exact amount of oil as the other one has inside. Okay, I'm telling you this because I myself, when I made the first oil change on this lawnmower, put too much oil, and I had to remove the excessive oil. Now we're going to put the oil into the engine. You can do it two ways. You can do it the proper way. Just take the bottle and pour it through the opening where the oil goes. If you have a lawnmower where you can't make the proper estimation how much oil goes inside, then take another plastic container and put the amount of oil which you let out of the engine. Okay, so it's best to use a funnel, not to make a mess around. Put the funnel inside and pour the new oil. And it goes inside the engine. Pour it all in. Like this. After that, let the oil settle down for about 5 to 10 minutes max, so you can make an oil reading. Once the oil has settled down for 5 or 10 minutes, as I've said, put inside the oil measuring dipstick, tighten it to the end, open it, and take an oil measuring. Okay, from the top, first wipe it clean. Put it inside, tighten it to the end, and take the dipstick out. As you can see, the oil is exactly in the middle between full and empty, and that's the way it should be. We hope this video was helpful. If you liked it, please click the subscribe button. For more information on how to do checkups and simple repairs, be sure to visit us at despairrepair.com.